Next issue, Trump hit on foreign policy big time, and he clarified his stance on support for our allies. Watch this.
I have said that NATO was obsolete because it did not properly cover terror, and also that many of the member countries were not paying their fair share. As usual, the United States has been picking up the cost.
You know, the media initially said that he was going to break up NATO. He redefined exactly what he was going to do with it. Fox News national security analyst Katie McFarland was watching. She joins us this morning.
Good morning.
Seems to me like it's a revolution in foreign policy that he's looking at.
Well, yeah, he's rethinking it. I mean, NATO has been around for 65 years, and when it was formulated, it was on two assumptions. One, Europe was on its knees economically, so the United States would contribute the majority, the vast majority, at least 75% of the common defense. And number two, it was to hold the line against Soviet Union, the USSR's expansion into Western Union. Well, guess what? No Soviet Union anymore. And number two, the European countries have recovered so much that the collective GNP of Europe is bigger than ours, but we're still paying 75%. So it's time to redo that deal.
What I find so strange is, well, not strange, the elites are stuttering. He's going to mess around with NATO. It's been part of our foreign policy for 65 years. You can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that.
Look, there was to the point where one journalist today, one opinion writer said, he's obviously a Russian, he's a Russian agent. He's obviously, you know, on the other side of things. Look, we have been saying for decades, pay your fair share. And the Europeans have said, we'll get to it, we'll get to it, we'll do 2%, but we'll do later, you know, it's tough times. And Trump is just saying, forget about later, do it now.
Do you approve?
Yeah,
You've
absolutely.
spent your life, your career is in foreign policy.
Yeah.
That's what you've been doing your lifetime. You approve of this switch? If I say switch, that's wrong.
It's not a switch.
You approve of this, do you?
I think it's time to reassess. The same way when Reagan came into office, he reassessed the Cold War. We were living forever in this twilight Cold War. Reagan said, we're going to win it, they're going to lose it. He reassessed mutually assured destruction and nuclear weapons. I think what Trump has the ability to do, and who knows if he's going to actually do it, but he has the opportunity to say, let's reassess our relations. Let's reassess the Middle East. For 15 years, everything we've tried hasn't worked.
True.
Radical Islam is everywhere.
True.
It's exploding all over the globe, including the United States. Let's rethink how we want to do that. Let's rethink NATO. Maybe let's rethink our relationship with China. They've been robbing us blind. So let's rethink that one, too. So I'm all for rethinking. Every now and then, it's really good to rethink
But
things.
I bet you never thought, just 18 months ago, you never thought that you'd be sitting here saying, rethink foreign policy, top to bottom, and he's going to do it. You never thought that.
I may look like a suburban housewife, okay? But I'm a revolutionary at heart. We need to do this every 40 years, reassess things.
Got it. Katie, thank you very much indeed.